Going live in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the third episode, and we're back with a new format. I think we have to do a little thing. Since you are a gospel artist, I assume that you know a lot about the Bible. Because I've got a trick question. The question is, how many of each species did Moses take on the ark with him?
Why would Moses be going on the ark?
Tell me, just give a number.
And first of all, Moses didn't get on the ark, man.
Damn it.
I mean, so I don't know which Bible y'all be reading.
Damn it.
Up in here, Moses and the ark, but
Okay, who did?
Moses, it was Noah, right? And
All right,
Ham
a lot
and
of people
Shem
fall for that question and they go 2 by 2, obvious. Like, you think I'm that dumb?
No, but then like that's not answering the question because
I know, but then a lot of people don't know. Like, they confuse Moses, Abraham, and Noah.
okay,
If you didn't know.
You do know that they lived like hundreds of years apart.
Yeah, but we weren't there,
Okay, cool.
so we wouldn't know.
Just
It's all in the Bible, and people don't read the Bible that much.
we gotta read the Bible, man.
So
We gotta read
you
the
do
Bible.
know. Anyway, defeat. Let's move on with the interview. How are you, man?
I'm doing great, fam. What's up? How
Nothing
you
major.
doing?
Nah, I'm good. I'm not nervous.
Why did you feel the need
this-
to bring that?
I'm not bringing it up because I'm not nervous. What are you talking about?
Nobody nervous.
Yeah, we're gonna start off with like a segment that I like to put into this interview, and the segment is "Tell Us," and it goes something like this. When I say "Tell us," you tell us who you are, what do you do, and anything else that you think you should tell us in about 10 to 15 seconds. Like, what's your name? What do you do? Blah blah blah.
Okay.
But Mr. Guest, tell us.
Okay. My name is Mokoena. I'm a musician. I'm a web developer. Yeah, that's basically me in one, and I'm an entrepreneur. And I basically am inspired to try and change the world, change the way people think, one step at a time. Sometimes we also make apps for your phone, like Android.
You make apps.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Do you do pro bonos?
No.
You don't. I'm just saying. Pro bonos, by the way, have like free things. This is like lawyer language.
Yeah. No,
Like free jobs for like, not free, but then like you're contributing to the development of the community, my
But
friend.
I've done a lot of I have done some pro bono work.
Have you done any for
friends.
like your friends,
Yeah.
like your close friends? Like, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
you need to
It
do
tends
more of those. I need an app.
With a lot of work, so
Okay, I
I
need an
tend
app.
to do more of pro bono websites sometimes.
Okay, oh, that's
from time to
nice.
time.
Any
Yeah.
apps? I need an app.
Huh? Apps, we stopped doing pro bono because that is a lot of work.
Serious.
That's a lot.
So
of
you do
work.
websites at least.
Yeah.
I need a website.
Okay.
Okay,
We
oh,
can
that's
talk
nice.
we can talk about
Sorry,
that after the
you
interview.
said what?
We can
talk about you
it,
doing a website for
definitely.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't even ask.
Yeah.
You're so kind.
But you're totally pushing for it.
I was just asking you about
No,
websites.
we'll talk about it. Definitely.
And you say like you do more of being a musician or being a developer.
8 to 5, I'm a developer. Then I'm a musician from 5.
So you've got a day
to-
job.
We all have to have a day job. We have to have a day
Yeah.
hustle.
Definitely.
So the music is the rest of my life.
Have you ever broken out to a song at your workplace?
Like 99%
Because I do it
of the
sometimes.
time.
I
Like,
do it
no, I'm
sometimes.
singing all the time.
Have you ever found yourself singing a song and you're thinking you're alone, and then you notice that somebody's listening, either listening or watching?
I never actually think I'm alone, but so I'm always singing anyway. Like, I don't mind if you hear the song or not.
You just continue.
Yeah, no, because how it works is, for me, the music sometimes, in fact, all the time, how I write a song is an idea pops into my head
Mm-hmm.
and I just let it out. So if I suppress and let it out, it means that I'm stopping a song from being written. Because I'm stopping my very purpose. So
Yes.
within this 10 billion people, or there's one person, I'm still gonna pop through and sing the tune that pops in my head, and sing the lyrics that pop in my head, and probably pop on my phone and record it.
Yeah, that is like the deepest thing that I think artists are supposed to be focusing on. Because one of the main reasons why people become nervous is they tend to worry about how other people will perceive their thoughts, their emotions, their creativity, and their products, you know? So I think if you delve deeper, delve? I think if you delve deeper, into like the creative process and less into how people are going to consume your product and what they're going to think about it, I think the world would be a better place for artists.
As an artist, I think it boils down to one thing, and that's purpose.
Yeah.
What is your purpose as an artist? You know what I mean?
Okay.
I hear a lot of not to be named musicians who will do.
Give me one name.
Okay,
two. Just give me two. They're not even gonna hear this thing. It's like a small scale thing. Relax.
You know what? Yeah,
Relax.
it's very
Give me
important.
a name. Just one or two.
No, but you know what I mean. Like
say Stones.
I mean, let me give it a genre. You should name drop it.
Just so you know, Stones is the
okay,
person capturing the audio of this interview. Shout out to Stones. Stones Moyo. He's got
Stones
music
is
out.
the
Yeah.
G.
By the way, I'm sorry. There was supposed to be like water bottles and like just juice, mazoe, fruit tree, but there's nothing. Budget, my friend. There's no
It's
budget.
Zimbabwe. You know what I mean?
In as much as we can talk about this and that, I think let's go deeper into you being a gospel artist. For as long as I've known you, you've been a person that finds interest in a cappella groups. Why the breakout now?
I'd say most of my life actually, it's just the music. So I don't actually see lines like, oh, this is a cappella, or this is in instruments, whatever. Because a cappella just means without instruments. And I actually spent, I'd say, the first 15, 16 years of my life solely focused on theory, jazz, writing music, and reading and that kind of stuff. So my cousin, Kokelo, Keke, you know him from...
Keke is your cousin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Guys Metro.
Okay.
Actually, how that means like, yo fam, listen, I have a group. If you want to come through and like sing with us, and I'm like, I never even sung before. It's like, yeah, but you in music, so it's the same thing. Just like
really,
yeah. So
he brought you into like the world of a cappella.
Yeah, you could say that.
The same. That's the same thing you did to me for me, by the way.
Yeah, actually,
yeah,
pretty much. Kind of.
You once sang bass.
You know, yeah, I sang bass for like I think 4 months or something. In fact, I came into the group as a bass singer because I was like, okay, I don't know anything.
Ways.
Yeah, because I don't know anything about singing, but like my dad used to sing bass, and I hear my dad singing bass around the house. So
and you're like, oh yeah,
so
I could totally go.
Yeah.
And
I had some low notes in me, so I'm like, okay, cool. So I went to the group singing bass. So we got into, it was in church one day, and then there's a song that I used to hear that we used to sing, but then the person who was leading the song actually didn't show up that day. And then Kokelo was just like, fam, I heard you sing the song the other day. You can lead it right now. And I'm like, what? You know, I thought he was joking. Yeah, me to hit it. It's like, yeah, you go hit it. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then I hit it, and it came out pretty well, you know, and they even asked for it again, and we did a couple times. And so then I grew from there, and then I, you know, I started Vantage. That's when I found you and called you in Vantage, and we grew from there.
I still have the poster of the concert, by the way.
Yeah,
I was like scantily pasted on like a background.
Hey man, we were finding our feet, and then I just woke up one day, and my close friend Kobo had written the song for Vantage some years back, but then we never actually sung it. And when you told me the story about the song, and I felt it, and then I was like, no, I'm going to studio. So I pulled through JP, just Percy.
Yeah.
And we did the instrumental, did the recording, and we did the song, and it came out, and that was the beginning of the career. That's 2017.
What was the name of the song?
Open Closed Doors.
Ah, yeah, I remember that one.
So that's the song, and then from there it was just like, okay, let's tell the story. Cause
that's the first song. That's like the first song where I go, okay, Blaze on something. You know, like he's onto something. He's really trying to do something, and I see it coming to life. You know. In the future, and here it is, because we're here to talk about your album that is coming out this month.
And I've been so privileged with this album. So many people have been willing to help me out. Percy was there from day one. I remember one of the songs
I was there from.
You were there from day one.
Of course,
one of the songs we even did.
I
was actually on my way to a wedding, and I can't even be coming this up. I'm in the bus, right? I'm at the border. And I send a voice note to Percy singing the whole song, and then he starts working on the instrumental.
Yes.
I'm on my way to the wedding, and I arrive at the wedding at like 12, and just like 5 minutes after 12, Percy sends me the audio, like the instrumental, which I'm about to sing with it right then and there on the stage. So he came through for me in those tricky situations where it was like, okay,
and you performed it.
Yeah, we did the song.
It was a beautiful,
it was amazing.
Beautiful thing. So you didn't even like go, Percy, I'll pay you anything. Just make this instrumental.
No, paid,
Percy,
please.
It's like, okay, bro.
I paid it in advance, and then there's just a crunch time kind of thing.
Okay.
You know, and then there's people who mixed the album from overseas. There's Meha, it's in the Netherlands, who's worked
Okay.
on it. I've got Patrick from Type 3
Chinamasa.
Studios in
Oh, sorry.
Type 3 Studios in New York City. He's mixed a couple songs on the album. And then probably the biggest one is Godwin Owulo from Nigeria. He's mixed. I think the one you heard probably Misunderstood.
I was mixed in Nigeria.
Yeah.
But tell, there was some voodoo on that song, bro.
I
Like, the way it just catches your emotions. The feelings there are just too deep, bro.
No, but then the great thing is, actually with that record, I had some problems, and Stones, the ones actually helping us, Stones actually played such a huge part in helping me finish a lot of those songs.
You know what the funny thing is? I keep seeing him like giving you this eyes, like, dude, mention, bro. I've been there since day one. What are you doing? Not mentioning me. What are you doing?
I couldn't time without Stones. I mean, Stones, literally on some tracks he bent over backwards for me. And
tell us about the album. The title of the album, if you haven't changed it, is The Real Deal.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, bruh, like, the title to me doesn't sound like a proper gospel album. Like, to me, it sounds like sounds like a book that Philip Chiango would write about his business deals and stuff. The Real Deal by Philip Chiango.
Oh, it's not like a deal is in an actual
exactly. So
exchange.
that's why I went there, because explain to us, like, tell us.
It's actually more of the idiom of the real deal. We use the terms real deal as an idiom for when we mean something that's authentic. Like, this stuff is the real deal. This is the Mokoena.
An idiom.
So yeah, what the album really and the song is talking about is that as people we were constantly playing a facade. We're pretending a lot of the time with charades. The game of life, we all out here trying to pretend like the material things matter the most. The fancy shoes, the fancy clothes, my status, I come from money. All those things are what matter to people.
Shoes, the hairstyles. Yes,
but that's not real.
The hairstyles.
That's not. That's not.
I've got a comb here, by the way. If you want to borrow it sometime, do you want to use it?
You know what? I actually would want to use it probably after the interview, or
after the interview.
Anytime.
Okay. See here, though. I'll just put it here.
But yeah,
I'll just put it here.
Okay, but like, I totally asked you if my hair was fine before this interview started.
Yeah, I wanted to wait until in the middle of the interview so I could
so I feel
use this as a prop.
The call makes me feel like so the whole idea is the mantra to say, Lord, I want to be real, because the only way to be real is with God in your life. God is the only person who can wash you inside and make you real. He's the only person who can make you focus on him and make you the real deal. So as long as you have your life without God, it can't be real, because all things that are real and true come from him. So no more pretending, no more trying to impress people that will be full of lies or live a life of pretending. It's about trying to walk the Christian walk,
yes,
according to God's word. Not according to opinion, according to what someone else thinks, but trying so hard to let God come in and bring out the true character of who you are and who you should be. And that's God's child, because God's children are the real deal, because God, he himself, is the one and only, the Alpha and Omega. He is the real deal. So,
and a lot of people, that's such a powerful thing for a gospel artist to be pushing that message. I'm sure a huge part of it is actually living that life. That's like a bigger sermon. The Shower Power a cappella group that sang a song, Sermon in Shoes.
Yeah.
And that song is one of my favorite songs, because it tells you about the life that we as Christians are supposed to be living. It's supposed to be a sermon in shoes. Live the life that you want to preach,
I talk about in one of my songs. It's called Ikawela Jesu. And that's as much as we can try to have a perfect record here on earth, we don't have the record that's needed for heaven. And the record that's needed for heaven, we have to take the record of Christ. His blood needs to wash us. So I hope nobody's looking at me and thinking, oh, blessing so perfect. Oh, blessing is I should live like blessing. Don't live like blessing, because blessing is human, just like you. Blessing has shortcomings and faults, just like you. Try to live like Jesus. That's basically what the real deal is about. Like, be sincere.
With a lot of gospel artists, man, like I find out that when you mention the words gospel artists, like there's a certain image that comes into your mind. The image is that of like a person who was 10 years ago, like always in a suit or like singing Mwari Baba or something. Like that cliche image that comes to people's minds. And nowadays you come across gospel artists that like, make holy dope signs, peace signs. And when shooting music videos, they've got like a bunch of cars in the background and maybe girls sometimes. And I've come across that. Like, so
Yeah.
how do you feel about that in terms of using your life to be a representative, to use your life to preach the gospel?
I'm gonna probably rebut it with probably one of my songs, and I'm gonna tell you, in one of my songs, the lyrics, the chorus says, "I'm not here to hurt or turn away anyone. I'm not here to tease or to scorn nobody.
Okay.
I'm not here to tear down walls or destroy anything, because above all else, I just came to praise."
Praise. You dropped a music video for this.
Yeah.
And I think I'll put the link in the description. That's a nice video.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
man.
that's a nice video.
Thanks,
The whole sunset thing going on. Yeah, we saw that. We saw that. Okay.
And that's what's really going into pop culture.
Yeah, because like now there's the gap between gospel music videos and pop or R&B music videos, for example, is slowly becoming smaller.
And that's what millennials
smaller.
are doing now. Millennials are actually trying to, still look for Jesus even in their pop culture. So I don't know if that's the answer. I just think Jesus is for everybody, and we just need to focus on the important things.
Yeah.
You know what
Jesus for everybody. You heard it from
Everybody.
Blessing. Jesus for everybody.
I don't know, man. I feel like
that's literally how you said it. How did your parents and your family in general nurture your passion of music?
I kind of come from a really musical family. You know,
Okay.
like my mom has been super supportive. Like she's everywhere. She's there. Post something, she's first on it.
Really? This is the last thing we'll talk about, your album. Just tell us what it's about, what you wish to accomplish with that album, when it's coming out, whether or not you'll give me a free copy, whether you will drop it digitally only or it'll be on CD only, whether you'll give my family free copies to, whether it's just things like that,
Okay.
Or how will it go?
All right. So the
just
album,
like for like a minute or two.
The album's going to be available on all digital stores. Number one, it's going to be available on my website. It's going to be available even with credit cards on hard copy. I'm going to have some copies here, and I'm going to try and get some copies across the country as the time goes.
Yes.
It's definitely going to be available at probably at the art gallery, at the music corner. Definitely hard copies, and then it's going to have download cards. Download cards are going to be for people who probably can access the online ones, but you can get a little card. You can buy the card, and then it's going to have like a code to put onto my website, which will allow you to download the album.
And who gets to get the card? Is it everybody or not?
No, like you can buy the card if you want, and then we're gonna have people that buy the CD to actually automatically get the card as well.
Okay.
You know what I mean, so you can choose to buy just the card or just buy the CD and the card.
I think you're gonna make magic with this album, and all the best in your drop, your journey, bro. I really like it. But it has been a wonderful time talking to you, and all the best in your career, bro.
Nah, thanks.
Yeah.
So, aren't you gonna do like that thing for like? Don't you have like last words for the viewers and stuff?
No,
like,
bye bye. Thank you very much, people. This is the last thing that you're going to hear from this album.
Take away self-love that takes away your space. Self-love.